Hello and welcome back to the Anglia Plane Modeller YouTube channel. In this video I'm going to be showing you how I use the fantastic 1ManArmy masking set to create roundels on my Sea Hurricane. So this is the set, which includes all of the roundel codes, data stencils and serial numbers. So let's get started then. So the first thing that I'm going to do is cut out a square of clear transfer tape. I just use the Cricut one, which you can buy from Amazon. It's pretty cheap for a big roll, and then you can just cut out the squares that you need. It's important to try and transfer the whole mask, including the outer edge, in one go, just so that everything keeps aligned. You try and do it individually, it's really difficult to keep everything aligned, especially in this case as there's 3 different elements to it. But before I transfer it over to the model, I'm going to just create a little bar, a couple of bars, one on the left and one vertical, one horizontal, to make sure that when I put the mask set onto the model that it's all lined up correctly, and I can repeat exactly the same process on the other side so that they're symmetrical. And the way I do this is just measure the edge of the mask, so edge of the roundel to the edge of the outer kind of square, bigger mask, and then allow that when I'm putting the tape down. So like I'm doing here, when I've found the corner, found the 2 edges, it means that the circle is in the right place. When I first had a go at this, I didn't do that and I forgot, and ended up wondering why the mask was completely out of alignment, but I didn't take into account that first measurement. But it's pretty straightforward once you do that. This is the upper wing, which is a bit bigger than the other ones that you get, and the front of it just kind of hits the edge of the leading edge of the wing, so there's a bit of a curve downwards. And this model is the Armour Hobby 1/48 scale kit, which has lots of surface detail, including raised rivets. So when you're putting masking down like this, it's really important to make sure it's all flat and there's no gaps underneath. So I just go over it with a cotton bud over the tape. Then you've got to remove I'm going to work from inside out, so remove the star first, and I'm going to go over with some very light passes of MRP marking white with my 0.2 needle airbrush with the cap off. Gives me a bit more control. And I should say that there's a couple of ways of doing this. You can do it over the camo, so once you've done your main paint, you can put the mask over the top and do that, which is probably how they did it in real life on the planes. But I prefer to do it this way around for the larger ones anyway. Before the main paint, you just have to remask at the end, which you'll see at the end. But in this case, it keeps the pre-shading underneath, and it also makes the insignias and the roundels have exactly the same layers of paint, so it's all even. So once you've done the white and let it dry, because the white is notorious for lifting once you apply masking over it, you then need to remask it. So you remask the star, and in the set you get spare stars. So when you take the stars off at the beginning, don't worry about trying to keep them too uniform, because you get some spare ones to remask it. And then you have to remove the outer edges of the star, which are going to be blue. So I just lift up a little corner with a cocktail stick usually, or I've got like a Cricut little needle thing to lift up the edges, but obviously just be careful not to scratch any of the model, which is another advantage of doing it before the main paint, because any marks you make, it's not the main paint, so you do get away with it a little bit. So this one is MRP Insignia Blue with a couple of drops of flat black, because these are a little bit darker than just the roundel blue, as far as I could tell. And also this camo scheme is quite dark. It's sea grey and slate grey. And you can clearly see that the roundels are a lot darker, so I've just added a couple of drops of black. It's the same as I did with the white, so light passes, don't flood the mask, and that's where you get paint seeping through underneath. And you want to keep that pre-shading so it's not just a block of blue. You've got some variation in it as well. And you could obviously go over it with a lighter shade after if you really want to go for some texture or post shading afterwards. So then remove the star, make sure everything looks good. So you can correct any errors that you've made, but these two look pretty good to me. And then you also get these spare circles, or not spare, but you get circles that fit exactly in that shape. So you cover up the star and the blue. So really carefully pop that back over, and obviously do this step before you remove the outer edge, which is going to be yellow. So a cocktail stick to remove that, and then you're left with the outer edge, which I'm going to use again MRP marking yellow, I think it is, or well, yeah, marking yellow. Now yellow is difficult for me to paint. I find it tricky. It's better if you want a bright yellow or vibrant yellow, if you spray either like pink, I think you can use pink primer, or white underneath, and then go for yellow over the top. In this case, this is going to be quite a weathered paint job on this one. It's a Sea Hurricane, which is fully operational and is quite battered, so I'm not too worried about the yellow being really, really bright. So once the white's on, I then remask. I made some circle masks just with my Cricut machine, but you can obviously use however you like. So I remasked it all, but I did use the outer ring that came in the set to make sure that my circle was exactly the same size as what's in there, because I didn't want any gaps. And then I painted my camo over the top, and then removed the mask, as you can see, which leaves a really nice finish. So you can see loads of pre-shadings showing through, and that's it. Not too difficult. I'm really happy with how these ones turned out. Thank you again for watching, and if you like what you saw, don't forget to subscribe and like the video. Thank you. Till next time.